Hello, my name is Kelsey Kane, and my subtopic was racial discrimination and impact on pay. So, with men at the top of the leadership role in most major companies, women find it hard enough to reach equal power and to be in the positions that men hold. Minority women especially feel this barrier, and it's especially tough for them. There was a research study that involved careers in sports and sports management, such as in the NFL, which is a mostly male dominated career where women were found to be not as represented as the men, especially minority women. Um, Many of the women felt that they had no career advancement, there was limited leadership. Um, they felt because of the men that were in charge and because of them being a minority, their self-confidence had went down, um, and they felt that they would not be held at the same standards as women that were Caucasian. So without being able to advance into a career, um, they felt they were unable to voice their opinion for their company or for their own career. And the research also found that minorities are less likely to be able to make company decisions if they cannot move up in their career, um, because most of the decisions that were made in the NFL and within the sports management level, you had to do some type of financial work, and the women in the study, because they were minorities, they could not move up compared to the Caucasians. So they felt that they were stuck within one level and couldn't advance within their career. So for minority, especially for women, they have unequal opportunities from the start. Minorities are very much less likely to be chosen by employers and called back the first initial time from the interview. Minorities and non-white names on application are discriminated against, and there is research on that. They are also not given a second look because their name looks like it could be of a minorities or of different descent. Minority women are less likely to gain job experience than minority men, even before proving themselves as individuals within a company. Although it's hard for all minorities to gain access into the level they want to be in within their career, it is especially hard for minority women compared to the research that I found for minority men. So, other research that I found, education. So there's a study that found that the problem of the pay gap definitely stems from education and the education system and minority lack of resources compared to Caucasians. Whites were found to have healthier, larger resources, access to maintain their health, to get to work, to get to school. And just from the research alone, I believe that employers and their policies should do deeper research on minority well-being, especially as health professionals. Education should be of quality and value for all races and should be an equal opportunity to thrive in life. Education shouldn't have to be something that isn't equal to all. Minorities should have the same access to education and quality as Caucasians do. So more on minorities. Another study I found, despite my research on confidence levels dropping on minorities and their determination to find employment, African Americans were found to be offered less pay and salary if they were negotiated with at the interview. If they were found to consistently try to negotiate a salary that they wanted, they were more likely to be turned down by the employer. Now, is this due to racial bias? It was found in the research to happen within larger expanded companies. Those that were in charge, they were more likely to let Caucasians negotiate a salary with them instead of the minorities. So that's showing that within the research, Caucasians already had the upper hand at the interview, and were able to negotiate what they wanted before a minority could say what they wanted within their career as far as salary. So that's another disadvantage for minorities. These are my references. I found a lot of my information about the minorities. They were after 2015. That's where a lot of my good research came from, especially bargaining while black. The role of race in salary negotiations. They gave a lot of rich detail about how, just being the color that you are and being a minority, you already have that disadvantage of pay gap between them and Caucasians. I learned a lot. I felt especially saddened that this is the way the world is, but hopefully health professionals in the future can find a way to better education, to spread it out within the community so that it is equal, so that in the future kids and older adults will have better access to gaining better opportunities for employment. And I had fun doing the research. Thank you.